Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Mike Maniz. Today we'll be taking a look at a very, very tragic accident that took place during the filming of a movie. Now this might cause a bit of horrible scenes to watch, but if you don't like seeing horrible stuff, click off this video right now. If you're brave enough to see the rest of this video, please enjoy at all costs. 1983. Twilight Zone The Movie is under production by Steven Spielberg and John Landis. Among the people in the movie is Vic Morrow, a very famous actor. There were also two child actors, Renee Shin-Yai Chen and Micah Dine Le. However, things wouldn't go according to plan. A scene acquired would have Vic Morrow's character carry the two child's characters across a river while being shot at, not real, by an American helicopter. The helicopter itself, the stunt helicopter used for making this scene, was actually piloted by a Vietnam veteran, and this scene takes place during Vietnam. However, things wouldn't go according to plan, and it will meet with tragedy. During the making of the scene, a stunt mortar to make explosions went off accidentally while the helicopter went off too early while the helicopter's rotor blade was right above it, causing the helicopter to lose control. Also, Vic Morrow himself accidentally lost hold of Chen, and she fell into the river. She tried, and while Morrow tried to take the other child up while holding Le in his other hand, everything went wrong. This is the last known picture of all three actors before their fate. After the mortar explosion, the helicopter lost control and crashed right on top of the actors. Morrow and Le were decapitated, while Shen was crushed to death by the helicopter itself. Here, we see the carnage of what happened. The bodies were so mutilated. It is very painful to see that this actually happened during a filming of a movie, and even two children were killed in horrible ways. More shocking, the accident itself was caught on 3 separate cameras while during the making of that scene. However, I will not show the footage due to, first of all, copyright. Second of all, it may be too disturbing. But you can look it up yourself. Just look up Twilight Zone The Movie helicopter accident. The helicopter itself was a UH-1B, a very famous helicopter during the Vietnam War. Most notably because this scene was supposed to take place during Vietnam. The entire accident would cause extreme controversy for John Landis and Steven Spielberg, but most of all John Landis. John Landis himself was entirely to blame. He had paid the two children's parents under the table, and had broken the rules under California law of child labor, which meant he would not be allowed. If Landis had followed these rules, he would not have allowed the two children to be filmed at night and near explosions, and they would need to be in the eyes of a watcher, of a person watching over them. However, Landis broke these rules, and it would cause fate for all 3 actors. The two child actors were actually 6 and 7 years old, a heartbreaking way that they had to die. While Morrow and Le got decapitated by the helicopter's rotor blades, while Shen was crushed to death by the helicopter itself. Landis and 4 other crew members, as well as the helicopter pilot, who was a Vietnamese veteran, were charged with manslaughter. It was said that Landis was reckless even he even was told actually that at this point that they would lose the helicopter, but Landis didn't listen. This image is the exact moment where all three actors lost their lives, while all six people on the helicopter survived. One of the people aboard the helicopter even told Landis that we might lose the helicopter, but Landis shrugged it off. And during the making of the actual scene, moments before the accident, they were trying to get away, but Landis had said over the radio, "Get lower, lower, get over," to make it more dramatic. However, Landis got reckless, and this caused the fate of all three of one adult actor and two child actors. What's even scarier enough is that the movie actually came out. The movie still came out, but in the timeout segment where this scene was supposed to take place, all scenes with the children were deleted from the film. It is heartbreaking to know that a movie still came out, even though it was a tragic demise. Steven Spielberg, who had a friendship with Landis, immediately broke off their friendship following the fatal accident. Landis and the other four people accused in the case were acquitted of manslaughter between 1986 and 1987. The film was still made, even though I preferred that this film should not have been made, judging that this was a serious accident that could have been prevented, not for a director's recklessness. I shall not be showing the actual footage of the accident. However, you can easily tell by these shots. It's incredible that it was even captured on footage during the actual making of the scene. Vic Morrow's character had to rewrite the entire ending of this scene. I am Mike Benitez signing out on the story of the Twilight Zone accident. First note: all four parents of the two children were sued Landis and also the children of Vic Morrow himself, and $2 billion were given. I am Mike Benitez signing out on the story of the 1983 Twilight Zone The Movie stunt helicopter accident.